Hey guys, I want to share with something special with you guys today. It's a little bit different from the norm. This isn't going to be a science fiction model. It's kind of a historic model because it's the British Spitfire Mark II. And this is the Revell kit. There's something special about this Revell kit. Well, greetings once again, my fellow modelers. And if you're watching this video, you could probably tell by the introduction, this is going to be a little bit different model kit. Usually we love the science fiction models, particularly Star Trek and Titanic and SS United States and ocean liner models, but today we're going to do something a little bit different. As you can tell by the introduction, hope I didn't scare you away with my guitar playing, but today we're going to show you an actual airplane model kit. This one is featured during World War II, and what I'm going to show you is the Spitfire Mark II. And the model kit is by Revell, but what makes this one a little bit extra special is the model kit from Revell, the Spitfire in 1/132 scale. But with this one, it's an Iron Maiden special issue. And you figure, why is it special issue? Well, Iron Maiden fans, because we get Eddie. We got a couple of Eddies. One that flies the plane, and one that is probably checking him, making him clear for takeoff. So how cool is that? You can see another one in the distance. And I'm pretty sure that's a German plane that's been shot down. And this one is kit 05688. And this one comes with paint. That's what's really cool about a lot of the Revell kits. They actually come with the glue, the paint, and the brush. And you can see it comes with 5 little cups of paint, it comes with the glue, and it comes with the brush. And this is the Spitfire Mark II. And you can see on the cover, Eddie's driving. And we've got the Eddies on the side. You can see the first one was from the debut album, Iron Maiden. The second one was from Killers. The third one was from Number of the Beast. The fourth one was from Peace of Mind. And the last one is from Power Slave. These are all fantastic albums. What got me into Iron Maiden originally was Where Eagles Dare. First time I heard that on the radio, the Metal Shop on WAAF, I just went nuts. I loved it. Then I bought the album. The album is great. And then I worked my way down. I went and I saw the Number of the Beast, and I thought that's a really cool album cover. So I got it. I fell in love with it. And I just went to Killers and then the original album. And they've got so many albums now. Matter of fact, they just came out with a new one. But what I want to show you guys today is the model kit. So this is really cool. Two of my favorite things, modeling and a heavy metal, especially Iron Maiden. So you see the front of the box. I'll show you the side. Again, this is Revell of Germany, 05688 from ACES High. You can see the warnings, Achtung. And is there a 2019 release date? 2019 Iron Maiden Limited. You can get the instructions at revell.de. Alright, that's the side of the box. Let me show you guys the ends, and they're usually the same. And again, I'm sorry, this one was crushed by the mailman. The mail carriers just absolutely destroyed this. I'm hoping everything is okay inside. This is a level 4. And usually both ends of the box of this, they're actually different. This end is a little bit different. Shows you 05688, the kit number, and level 4. And again, this was all smashed up when I got it. It's too bad because I like to keep my things looking like new. Okay, looking at the back of the box, right off the bat you can see the finished model. And this is going to be really fun to paint with the airbrush. You can see some finished pictures of the model. Eddie's getting ready to take off. Remove all the wheel blocks, there's no time to waste. I'd love to put some Iron Maiden clips up, but oh my goodness, the YouTube police are out there, so we can't play any of the music. I hope I don't get copy struck on my guitar. And you can see the front, the propeller, the landing gear. Beautiful. This is a really beautiful plane. Defending England. And that little speech by Winston Churchill at the beginning of the song that they do, especially during the concert, is just amazing. I'm American. I'm from the United States. And, well, England was our ally during World War II. And just listening to that just gives you the chills on what they were up against. Because, you know, Germany came pretty close. They really did a number on England. Again, this is level 4. Details. Non-assembled plastic model kit. And it gives you the paint color that are in there. 09, 68, 84, 59, and 82. And I don't usually use the colors that come with the kit, but this is probably acrylic. I'm going to see how they work in the airbrush, so we might just use these. Everything in the kit. Revell.de if you want to find information about getting one of these. You can see the products from Revell. And let's see, they usually have some information. Alright, I'm looking for it in English. Okay, here it is. A model construction kit of the Spitfire Mark II in the design of the Iron Maiden hit single ACES High, with which heavy metal legends have set a musical monument to the daring pilots of the Battle of Britain. Setting Eddie, pilot figure in the cockpit, standing Eddie, pilot figure. Detailed cockpit with instrument panel, detailed seat mounting, separate access door, detailed radiator, rotating propeller, detailed undercarriage, divided cockpit glazing, decals for the ACES High as well as the stage version. And we could have a lot of fun with this. Depending how large this model is, we could light it, and we could actually put a sound chip in it to have it play at the beginning of the Winston Churchill speech. We can do all kinds of fun things with this. All right, so that's the box, my friends. Why don't we take it over to the desk, and I'll show you what's in this really cool model. Okay, you got the tape that closes the boxes of the Revell kits. They don't really do the shrink wrap, but since this one is destroyed on this side already, let's open it up. And this is a side opening box. And what I'll do is I'll just slide all the contents out. Is that everything? Yep. Alright, now we can put this back. There's a display. Alright. Let's go with the clear parts first. Look how cool this is. Let's try to get this open. Okay. So we've got the clear. Look at that. Now, because the cockpit is in different sections, I wonder if there's actually going to be a frame that's going to go around them so we don't have to paint the plastic, the clear plastic itself. That would be nice, because you guys know how hard it is to try to get the lines exact. Alright, what's next? The clear. Looks like these are running lights. I don't know if we'll actually be able to see the instrument panel. I guess lighting it really wouldn't make a difference because you can see it's so far inside that we wouldn't be able to see it, but we could light the running lights. And here's another piece of the cockpit window. It looks like there's a spotlight over there. So again, I have no idea what they're for. We'll see what that's all about. And this other small packet, it looks like we have the landing gear. You can see the wheels. So let's go ahead and open this. Alright, looks like you can see the propeller. See how it is, how it's molded. Nice little detail down where it's going to attach. And we got one of the wheels. That's so cool. You can just hear the video. Gathering speed as we head down the runway. Got to get airborne before it's too late. If you guys get a chance, you've never heard it, just Google it. Go to Google and hit ACES High from Iron Maiden. You can watch the official video on YouTube. It's really cool. I love the song. See the detail on the wheels, the tires, the little rim. All right, what's this? So we got a couple of small panels. They look like transporter arrays, but they're not. I can guarantee you they're not. It looks like a little lever that goes in the cockpit. And we've got two identical trees of that. All right, we'll put that aside. And let's see, this looks like the fuselage. Beautiful. So let's get this open. Look at that. Look at the detail in this. I tell you guys, with the airbrush, this is going to look amazing. Look at the rivets. And this is the starboard side. I don't know, do they have nautical terms of starboard and port? I don't know. In ship terms. So this is the right side of the plane. And you can see where the wing is going to attach. Again, you can see all the rivets. That looks just fantastic. And the airbrush, you know, if you use the paintbrush, you got the danger of really just covering up all the detail. But with the airbrush, this is really going to make it look great. It's going to be really fun. And the inside could be big enough where we could actually put a small battery pack. And we could put a little board, a little sound board. That would be really fun. But we'll see as we go along. And we've got... I thought the wing would have been longer than that. Let's see. Nope, I guess not. I must be thinking of a bomber. Those wings seem to go on forever. Speaking of bomber, coming up, I think the anniversary is in, I want to say June, I'm not sure, but the anniversary of the Memphis Belle, which was an actual U.S. bomber, and I'm going to do a special on that. I'm going to do her history, and I got a beautiful model to show you guys of the Memphis Belle. So that'll be the second airplane ever that I do in preview. Again, you can see all of the rivets. It's so amazing. I tell you guys, Revell is just an amazing model manufacturer. I love Revell. Going all the way back to when they were in Venice, California, United States. I mean, I grew up with Revell. With Titanic, there was no other model kit except Revell for me. I love the Revell with the Titanic. It's almost as important in my life as the AMT kits are with the Enterprise. Almost. Again, you can see where the exhaust is. I think that's the exhaust for the engine and the hood. I don't know if it's called the hood, or if you can access the motor by the top. I'm not sure. I don't really know a lot about these planes, except that they're cool looking. And that they defeated the Germans, or they helped defeating the Germans, pushing them out of England when they launched Operation Blitzkrieg. And we can see the other side. Again, the fuselage is going to go in the middle. I wonder if are there machine guns on this, I wonder? I don't see any. Or maybe that's where the machine guns are going to go. Alright, this is a larger piece and can show you the scale of the plane. Again, this is a pretty good size. This is 1/32 scale. And you can see, oh, look at all the details. Absolutely gorgeous. I've only made one airplane in my life, and I massacred it. I just made it look totally terrible. It was actually, I remember, it was a P-38 Lightning. And it just, poor model, I just destroyed it, along with several Star Trek kits from my childhood. You can see it says Revell 2014 by Revell of Germany, the Spitfire, but this is the same mold because basically this is the same kit as the Revell. You can tell by the difference in price. The Iron Maiden one is a lot higher, but it's the same exact kit as the regular one, the Spitfire in 1/32 scale. So I love that. That's beautiful. All right, is this the last? Nope, we got one more. Let's check out this bag. The tree on this one has the parts that are a little bit smaller, more detailed parts of the wing. You can see the. All right, now I'm going to sound like an idiot when it comes to planes. The rudder. I don't know what the end piece is called to adjust the height and the angle of the plane. I know on a ship the rudders do that, but I'm not quite sure. I probably should have done a little bit of research on this before showing you guys, so I'd actually know what I'm talking about. And again, you can see the rivets and the wing tips. I've got a couple of rings. I'm not sure where those are going to go. I wonder if this is the beginning of the cockpit, or what the windows will mount to. We'll see. Alright, we got a lot of small pieces on this one. Little detail. Oh, this is pretty cool. Check it out, guys. Look at the cockpit. I hope the camera picks up the detail. Oh, that is so cool. I mean, I can't wait to detail this. And it's a shame that it's not going to be seen unless we don't put the figure in and I figure out a way to open the window so we can look in the cockpit at the instrument panel. Because, come on, this is really cool. And this just begs to be lit up, doesn't it, guys? You see there's another wheel, a small one that goes in the front. Let's see, I don't see any machine guns or anything like that. See some tanks. Oh, these could be, looks like these could be machine guns. I'm not sure what the caliber would be, but we'll see. Probably says it in the instructions, but I love the instrument panel. All right, what else? We've got, looks like this is the bottom where the engine rests. You can see the exhaust. That's pretty cool. And you can see this is the retraction of the landing gear. This is the plate that goes up and keeps them covered. Nice. Okay. This looks like the nose cone where the propellers are going to be. And this is the plate that's going to hold the propellers in place. And then the nose cone goes over the front. That's really cool. You can see that part right there. And that's it for that bag. But look at this. This is going to be really fun. Check it out. We get into the eddies. I love it. We can see one of his face. One of the faces. They're kind of small, so all right, let's get this opened up. This is a different kind of packaging. This is so cool. This is molded in different plastic. I actually think this is styrene. Maybe it's to make it a little more flexible. All right, let's see if I can zoom in on. All right, let's see his head right here. Man, I hope the camera picks that up. That is so cool. And this Eddie looks like the Eddie from Peace of Mind, because he doesn't have the hair. And does he have goggles on? Nope, there's no goggles on his head. Here are the goggles on right on the side of him. Where's the other head? Here it is. Interestingly, Eddie is just a head on a model kit because, you know, Iron Maiden fans, you may or may not know that they called him Ed the Head. Because he was just a head that was over the drummer, hanging over the back as a backdrop. And I love Eddie. Eddie is just amazing. Derek Riggs does the artwork for the Iron Maiden covers, and he just brought Eddie to life, and his paintings are phenomenal. Derek Riggs is for Iron Maiden what Ken Marshall is for the Titanic and Ocean Liners. He's just phenomenal. He's the best. You can see the vest. I can't tell. It looks like his seatbelts, although they probably don't call them seatbelts in an airplane. And where's the other torso? There it is. So I don't really know a lot about detailing people. So I don't know if I would paint it the color that we would paint them and then kind of give it a wash for the darker areas. I'm not really sure. I never did that before. I'm still relatively new to modeling, as you can tell by my work. You can see the one standing outside the plane has the yellow jacket, so that would be this one, or the yellow vest. And the one inside the cockpit has the brown gloves and the blue bomber jacket. So so these arms look like they're the ones for the man standing outside. You can see a pack that goes on the back. And this could be the bent arm in the cockpit. Let's see, we've got a total of 1, 2. We got 3 arms. Now I must be missing an arm. Oh, here's one. It's actually holding something. So again, when we look at the instructions, be able to tell, and this says Revell, Germany, 05688. This is going to be such a fun kit. Love it. All right, and now let's see what's left. Right now we've got the paint, so let's check out the paint. A lot of the model kits they do for Titanic, they have the paint as well, and that is so nice that they have that. See the paintbrush? And they give you one paintbrush, but that's okay because this is acrylic paint, so you can just use soapy water, warm water, or wash it right off. Each time, good as new. All right, so this is 59. Oh man, this is small. Let me see if I can bring it up for you guys. Alright, does that help? Himmelblau matte sky 59. Does that really make a difference? Probably not. So that's kind of like a gray or greenish white. This one is Dunkelgrün matte 68, and this is dark green. Let's see, this looks like gold. Let's get the official word. This is Dark Earth, number 82. Beautiful. I love these military colors. I never really did military models before. Anthrazed 09. I'm not sure what that means. Probably black. And what's this last color? Lederbraun 84. And it's leather brown. So this would be for his jacket, probably. And we get the glue. The Revell glue with the applicator, which is always nice to have. And that's the contents of the kit. That's all the parts and the paint. So let's get right to these cool instructions. And I'm sure here are we'll get to those in a minute. I love that. Iron Maiden ACES High, Spitfire Mark II. You can see Eddie getting ready to clear for the runway. Belegden Scheerhetstext-Biechen. I'm sure I messed that up, but that is, please note the enclosed safety advice. And like all Revell kits, the instruction sheet shows you the instruments you're going to need. Little tin snips, hobby knife, we got tweezers, scissors, and we got the paintbrush. Hot soapy water, you can test fit, and use water for the decals. I like to use lukewarm water, and I like to put a drop of dish soap in because that acts as a humectant. Again, we get the keys for the instructions for what to do with all that. And we got the color code. And I guess this could be a combination of what we have to make the colors you need if we don't have it. Now, we don't have red. This model kit doesn't call for all these colors. I'm thinking that they only give you what the model needs. If there's anything extra, we can just, it won't be a problem. We can see now we got the parts tray. We've got both halves of the fuselage. We've got the wings, the top and the bottom. The bottom is one piece. You can see where the landing gear is. And on the bottom, it shows you if you need spare parts. Revell is really great about that too, because I recently showed you guys the Technic USS Enterprise, and there was a problem with the battery pack, and I had messaged them, and I sent them a picture. It was actually, the parts were in the wrong places, and he actually sent me out a brand new one. So they're really, really nice. They're really accommodating, and they're just all around fantastic model company. This is the one that had the cockpit. The instrument panel, you can see the planes. Again, I don't know if those are the rudders. And you can see the clear parts and the other trees that we looked at. Okay, so we get right to it. So step one, we've got Eddie. We got Eddie's head, and what we're going to do is we're going to put the leather bombardier cap on him. We're going to put the goggles, and you can see the two sides of the leather. Bombardier hat where you can, well, I don't know if that's what that's called, but you can see the colors. And we're going to work on his torso and his arms. You can see that's really small, so it's going to be really attention to detail to try to get it look like the box. Because the box looks, those are professionals that make these models, and you guys that watch my channel, you know I'm far from a professional. Okay, so what I thought was a parachute, it's actually a seat. It's a seat cushion. So maybe the parachute doubles as a seat cushion. Part 4, we got the instrument panel. And there's not a whole lot to it, but the details are there where we're really going to paint it up. Part 6, we're going to put, that looks like this, the motor, the firewall where the engine is housed. And again, I don't know if those were machine guns or not, but I don't know. You can note they're not, they go in a cockpit. And that's step 8. Okay, step 9. Still in the cockpit. That looks like the shift. I wonder if that could be for the instruments, the maneuverability of the plane. These tiny little parts that go inside. Step 11. Step 12, we got the formation of the pilot's seat. And there's only one seat in this plane. There's a lot of detail. This is really cool. Again, I'm excited to show you guys the Memphis Belle, the bomber, because that plane, I think it's 1/24 scale, and it's absolutely enormous. Step 17, you can see the back where the pilot's seat is going to be mounted to. 18, we put Eddie in, and he's giving you the peace sign, so he's ready to take off. All instruments are a go. 19, you can see the little bit of detail that's going to go on the wall in the cockpit. And 20, you can see the little shift. I wonder how accurate this is to the inside of a Mach 3. That'll be a fun little project for, as I go along in the model build, I'll look for actual pictures of Mach 3s and see how it measures up. You can see the formation now of the cockpit. And that's what that little tank thing goes in there. 23, I'm wondering if that's the black box with some kind of a battery box. 24, little canisters and a little bit of detail that goes on the side. And 25, we start working on the, looks like the landing gear for the back of the plane, for the tail. And you can see we bring the fuselage together. And you can see the shaft that's going to go in the front where the propeller is going to rotate. On to 27, we have the formation of the wings now. And that's where those little round things are for the landing gear. 28, we're going to put the fuselage on the wings. You've got 29, the tail fin, or the tail wing, or the, again, I'm not sure what that's called. The wings that go in the back. You can see the rudder. I'm sorry I keep calling it that. I don't know if that's correct or not. Probably not. 31, we put it on. And I'm not sure if that's going to be able to be moved or not. Nope, according to this, it gets glued in place, so it's not movable. You see the other side? Same thing. And that glues on. Let's see, is that movable? Nope, this gets glued on too, so that's not movable. So none of the flaps are movable on the wings. Speaking of flaps, we put them onto the front. And these get glued on as well. So you're going to have to glue them in position. I don't know if they're automatically going to be pre-positioned, or if you can put them in the spots you want for like takeoff or landing. 38, the wings go on the back on the tailpiece. 39 and 40, I'm not sure. I think those are the wing tips. for the front wings. Yep. 41 and 42, we're putting the tips on. 43, the underside of the plane, let's see, those clear parts, so that's what we would be lighting. Oh, there's only one clear part. That big kind of a light goes on the bottom. And then we put the housing for the engine. It's too bad the hood didn't open. Well, we can look at the engine. That would be pretty cool. You can see the flaps down. And in 45, we cover them up. So I'm wondering if we're going to do the painting of the flaps on the wings all at once after we put everything on, or we do it individually. I'm thinking maybe we put everything together first and then paint it. It's 46 and 47 and 48. And these go on the bottom of the plane. 49 and 50, they get put into place. 51, we get the exhaust, both sides of 52. And 53, I'm not sure what that little piece is. Little detail pieces that go around the exhaust. And 54, the plane is starting to come together. We got the exhaust for the other side. 55, we got more little pieces that go on the plane on the outside near the cockpit. And then 56, we start the formation of the landing gear. So obviously the tires are going to be black and the inside is G. I think it's that gray. That would be the black, I'm thinking. And I'm thinking that that would be the inside. And you can see the structure that the wheels are going to go on, that are going to retract into the bottom of the plane, and you can see the covers that are going to go on there to cover them and protect them while they're retracted. 59 and 60 for each side. And then we got 60. And these are going to be glued into place, so you're not going to be able to lower them and retract them. So they're going to stay in place, they're going to stay lowered. And 62. And 63, you can see the panel that goes on. It's interesting, there's a little question mark, I don't know, so it's a decal. So the decals are marked as well on this sheet, the construction of the model. The clear parts that are going to go on, and you can see the areas in the frame where it can be painted. You can see the front. On to 66, we got the antenna, and it looks like another running light that's going to go on top. And look, they've got rigging. I didn't notice that on the box, on the cover, but you got rigging for the radio. I'm assuming it's for the radio. 67. We got the clear middle part. And again, it's got the question mark. So you don't glue. That's a good thing because we can take it off and we can look into the cockpit. All right, part 68, we actually move on to the propellers. 69, it's going to snap into place. That's good. That way there, it's going to be able to rotate freely. You do not glue this. 70, we start the other eddy. This is the eddy that stands outside. He's also got goggles. He's got the bombardier hat. You can see his face. And he's the one that has the vest, clearing for takeoff, and he's holding, I don't really know what he's holding. I would think they'd hold a little flag, but that's, I'm thinking of the Navy. The U.S. Navy has, a little guy has the flag. You can see the bottom half, his boots, and his legs. And he stands on his side talking to the cockpit Eddie. And you can see now the color scheme and the decals. This is beautiful. Alright, so I love the camouflage look. The number of the plane is 666. I'm not too crazy about that number. I wouldn't want that on my plane. If I'm flying, I wouldn't want that on my plane. That's the number of the beast. But Eddie's not afraid of that. You can see the top view. Again, the pattern is really, it's going to be really fun, especially with the airbrush. You can see the yellow tips that go on the outer part of the propellers and the area around where the tail is. Oh, that's really cool. So you can do it the historic version, and you can do it, the alternative is Iron Maiden ACES High. This is actually like what they have during the concert where the plane comes out. Now, being an Iron Maiden fan, which one do you think I'm going to do when we do our build? Actually, why can't we just do both? What I'm going to do is we'll put these on, and then we'll put those on top of them. We'll see how it looks anyway when we get to that. That's a long way off, so... This is the other side of the plane. You can see Z, DR, and Iron Maiden. And you've got the little detail decals that go around the plane. Again, those are the little pain kind of details, the little decals that are small and they seem like a pain, but when they're on and they're all in place, it's really going to make a difference. And you can see the decals for the other side. And this is the top of the plane. Again, this is going to be so much fun. And I totally forgot about the rigging. Didn't even dawn on me that they had an antenna. And this is the final picture from the bottom. And is that going to be this one? I think it's going to be this color. And that's the instruction sheet to Iron Maiden ACES High, the Mark II Spitfire. This is just going to be so much fun, guys. This particular kit is 05688-0379. I just absolutely love this. This is so cool. I've been an Iron Maiden fan for most of my life. Geez, going back to high school. Wow, those guys are pretty old. You know, they've been around a lot. A lot of my favorite bands are from England. I love Iron Maiden. I absolutely love Judas Priest. Judas Priest is probably one of my favorite bands. Of course, Black Sabbath, Pink Floyd. So a lot of my favorite bands are from England. And this is the Iron Maiden Mark II Spitfire. Again, Revell has the regular Mark II Spitfire plane, which is identical to this, but of course it doesn't have the eddies and it doesn't have the decals. Speaking of the decals, let's get to the decal sheet. So this is probably the warnings. To be careful, product warranty, information like that. Alright, so let's take a look at that. Beautiful. Look at right off the bat. Look at the Iron Maiden symbol. ACES High. And look, it even has stage version on that you could put on the plane. If I can find a video of that plane or at least pictures of it, I gotta show it to you. It's so cool. You can see UF for either side and a Y. And we have the Iron Maiden logo, ACES high. And like on the side of the plane that we were looking at, you can see all the Eddies. The debut album, Killers, Number of the Beast, Peace of Mind, and Power Slave. And of course, these are the little decals that I was telling you about that kind of can be a pain, but once they're on, they look really good. And I can't tell what this white lettering is. Let's get the magnifying glass and see if I can. The Afterlife, Part 1. Shoot the Fuck. Okay? That's what the top one says, and ACES high, King of Twilight. So, I don't know. Oh, you can see it's going to go right there on the side of the plane. I didn't notice that earlier. You can see the marks of England, the tailpiece, location for wingtip, standing trestle, and look at the instrument panel. I mean, I guess it'd be easier to put a decal over it, but wouldn't it be more fun to paint it and bring it out? We'll see. We'll see when we get to it. And there's more writing. Do not walk here. Good advice, especially if the propellers are about to kick over. And that is the instruction, the decal sheet. And that, my friends, is everything that's in the kit. Again, this is going to be so much fun. Really fun, bringing me back to my childhood almost as much as the Enterprise models from AMT and Revell's Titanic. So, my friends, until we make this model, I'll talk to you very soon, and thank you so much for watching. Again, check out ACES High, the video. You're going to love it.